This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube. And right now I'm going to commentate a RF video match that was part of the gorgeous George DVD bonus footage that I acquired the rights to air footage from on this channel. This is a classic match. Lance Storm and Dawn Marie taking on none other than Sunny Tammy Sitch and her then husband Chris Candido. Did they have an open relationship? Who knows? I also have acquired a lot of Sunny footage from RF Video, and she seems to indicate that they never actually talked about her continuous infidelity. Dawn Marie honestly looking smoking hot in this footage. I think this was the peak of her physical condition. I think they used Dawn Marie in WWE recently when ECW or when NXT was shot from the ECW arena a couple of months ago. By the way, I'm going to be wrestling in the ECW arena May 3rd. The Tri-State Wrestling Alliance's one and done against Super Crazy. So that's something pretty exciting to look forward to for me. Someone actually has a Chris Candido shirt on. That's a first. Good crowd here for this event. Here comes Candido, who you can see here how short he was. The ECW security guards just towering over him. Even the fans towering over him. But no doubt he's in very good physical condition. It's interesting because him and Lance Storm were actually very good friends. This is the most charisma I've seen out of him. He's fired up for this match. A lot more better ring entrance than we saw for his days as Skip. Back when he was partners with Zip, aka Tom Pritchard, who does the Taking You to School podcast on this channel. Tammy Sitch poster. There's something you're not going to see at a wrestling event anytime soon, as the crowd is just packed. The audio is not the greatest for this. I'm going to guess this was probably filmed late 90s, early 2000s. R.I.P. Chris Candido. Apparently, whoever owned TNA at the time of Candido's death, which was apparently he flew with a blood clot to a wrestling event at a time where he shouldn't have been flying. They sent Tammy Sitch a turkey or a ham. I think it was actually a ham as like a sympathy gift to Tammy Sitch at the time. I don't know if it was the Jarretts or the Carters or the Jeff Jarrett, Dixie Carter regime. But I can't see Jerry Jarrett sending Sonny anything. So I would imagine that might be from Dixie Carter. Here comes Sonny, who's now probably triple the weight she was here. This is definitely at one of her peaks in attractiveness. I'll put Dawn Marie over Sonny in this one, but Sonny is definitely at the top of her game here. And the crowd's loving it. This goes to show you she could have still been in WWE at this time, but she didn't play her cards right. I don't play my cards right either, so I can't really criticize her. But she was definitely in the condition here. I would say this would have been even before she went to WCW. because by the time she was in WCW, she was already starting her looks decline, which it's amazing if you see her now how much her looks have declined from these days. Whereas like Dawn Marie, there's not that much of a difference. Obviously 20 or 25 years is gonna change a few things, but Sunny and her face has really aged and her weight has just increased. There's Lance Storm, who's best remembered for the boring chants he would get in WWE. I believe he works as a producer in TNA now. It's funny, he always complains about WCW and Vince Russo, but Vince Russo gave him by far the biggest and most memorable push of his career. I would honestly say here, Sonny, this may be the best Sonny ever looked at this point that this match actually happened. Because I remember her when she was with the Body Donnas in WWE, and I think her body at this point is better than that point. That's my honest opinion about it. Lance Storm still lives in Calgary, from what I understand.
Last time that I was in this building, I got to embarrass your hometown boy, Shane Douglas.
Oh, this must be in Pittsburgh.
Well, tonight, I'm in even a better mood. Because now that Chris Candido showed up, I get to embarrass another member of the Triple Threat.
Lance Storm showing off his mic skills there. I'm not sure when exactly Lance Storm's last match was. It would probably have been in the early 2000s.
Now that Tammy Lynn has showed up, I'm gonna have a little extra company in my hotel room tonight.
I recall he had retired, as wrestling retirements are almost never legit, and he did come back after he had said he was retired. This is a very I guess you could say adults oriented match with some of these outfits and poses that these wrestlers are doing on this show. We would in 2025 we need a company in wrestling that's like more on the extreme side. It's more not overproduced. Like, remember when AEW first started? They said how different they were going to be, and they ended up being worse than WWE. Body Donna's Sonny was younger. Yeah, I remember Sonny, I would say, and keep in mind, I met her in later years, and I was actually repulsed by her by 2008 when I met her. But like in her Body Donna's days, I would say she was one of the first divas that I actually had a crush on when I was younger. And now, when you hear about she's, I know it's different with women than men, but you hear about all the guys she's been with. and what a terrible person she was, and then all the other bad stuff about her looks over the years, and she just becomes repulsive in many ways. There's many clips on the Hannibal TV of the Sunnies on the road on RF video. If you search Sunny the Hannibal TV, or the Sunny playlist is in the description. Her on the road uh, DVD clips from RF video are pretty interesting to watch. But there's some information in there that can be somewhat of a turn off, definitely. And I'm not even going to say it on here, but let's just say there was too much information given on certain things that she talked about in some of those clips. Test of strength here. Both of these guys are great athletes. I won't take that away from either of them. Would I watch these guys wrestle if they didn't have these managers wrestling with them? No. Neither of them are my taste of wrestlers. I'm impressed as hell of the crowd, though. They're just jammed into this place. Nice body slam there by Sunny, who I'm not even sure how much wrestling training Sunny had at this point, if any. But she was over, that's all that mattered. This match was in 2008, but I met her in 2008. We used her for a couple Great North Wrestling events. One in Ottawa, one in Montreal. Then I drove her to Toronto for an event there. I can't exactly say I enjoyed my time with her that weekend. Yes, please subscribe to The Hannibal TV on YouTube. We're almost at 420 subscribers, just under the magic 420 number. Appreciate all of you guys for subscribing. This is going to be a big year for us. Let's get the girls back in here. By the way, my tolerance for watching wrestling these days is so low. This is the first wrestling match I'm going to watch in full since I watched the very first Raw on Netflix last month. That wasn't enough to make me want to watch more, but I did like this era of wrestling. Better characters. The personalities in wrestling back then were much better. Even though as human beings they might not have all been great, they were more entertaining to watch. DDT by Sunny. No mats outside the ring either, and steel guardrails. It's just more gritty. I like the grittiness of it. I don't know if that was Lance's hand or Candido's hand on Sunny's butt there, but somebody got a feel. Sonny taking those guardrails right to the ribs. Dawn Marie coming out now. I haven't seen much of Dawn Marie, but it looked like she almost lost her top there. I don't know what that was, but it didn't look at all like he was even trying to punch Lance Storm. Sunny, that's her second high flying move here tonight. Wow. You gotta love the outfits of these ladies. Candido with a headbutt. Sonny wins. Sonny and Chris Candido victorious. What is Chris Candido doing with his hands down his pants? Sonny showing off to the crowd. I think there's something else that happens here. This would have been one of their last great moments together, if not their last great moments together in the ring, because their WCW run was only memorable for the wrong reasons. This is a packed house. They're over as Rover. And I personally enjoyed that match. It may not have been a technical masterpiece, but I'll say this, that may have been the best Lance Storm match I have ever seen in my life. So good job, everyone involved.